Hello, and welcome to my channel. I'm Jay, and today I'd like to talk about um, the story of the turtle and the hare, and they're racing. Now, the hare believes that they're going to win because they're way faster than a turtle, but sorry to spoil the ending for you, the turtle wins the race. Why? Because the rabbit, believing he's superior, faster, uh, thinks that they have more time to waste along the route because the turtle's going to take forever to get to the finish line. So they could stop for a drink, they can stop for a snack, they can take a nap, and, they can go see a movie during the race, and they just feel like there's nothing that can get in the way of them winning because they're just so much faster than the turtle. But what ends up happening is the rabbit gets so distracted by all these pauses and stops that he's taking along the way that he ends up losing the race because he ends up way too distracted. And I think this story applies so well to today's situation and circumstances. There's just so much to grab our attention nowadays. I feel like most people in the world, or around, at least in the Western world, um, are constantly trying to do too many things. They're watching movies, they're on their phones, just playing video games, constantly trying to figure something out to do to spend their time. But in the end, when you continuously distract yourself, you're going to miss the opportunities that might come up. So the turtle, taking its time, one step in front of the other, eventually reaches the goal and wins. And the reason the turtle wins is because he's just determined. He has a goal in his mind, and the turtle's just going to win because he's taking a step relentlessly. There's no pausing, there's no distractions for the turtle. The turtle just wants to reach the finish line and doesn't allow the turtle doesn't allow itself to get distracted along the way. And that's kind of a mission in life that I think more people should be aware of and trying to achieve. And I was the rabbit in this scenario. I kept chasing things. I thought that doing more would eventually get me somewhere. Chasing that job or trying to, you know, distract myself with games and whatnot, and just life. Life can get distracting very easily. So, what I've learned from distraction is some distraction in moderation is fine, but don't let it distract you to the point where you're going to lose the race. Stay focused, stay on task, create a plan. And if you do that in your life and you apply these tactics of just trying to stay on track and minimizing your distractions as much as possible, you can win. And more people can win if we just take our time and really look inwards, analyze your life. How many distractions do you have in your life that are preventing you from achieving goals? And the trick is with the turtle, he's so slow, but the turtle still wins. How? Consistency. One step in front of the other, one day at a time, continuously. And you can apply that to your life. So, as an example, if you're overweight, I was quite overweight. I was close to 270 pounds at one point, and this is about 11 months ago. Um, and I'm down to just over 200. Been kind of, hovering around 200, 205. So I've lost 60, 65 pounds in those months, And the reason I was able to do it is small, consistent changes. It didn't just happen overnight. I had a goal, and I set myself a plan on how to achieve that goal. I wanted to be more fit. I wanted to be healthier. And I have a long-term plan. When I get older, I want to be self-sufficient. I don't want to rely on others. I want my health to be as the best that I can achieve for long term. I want to be mobile in my 70s. I want to be able to go on walks and hikes and go swimming and enjoy life. And I don't want to be stuck not being able to do the things that I want to do because I didn't take care of myself earlier. Now, this also applies to like goals in other goals in your life. If you wanted to start a business, well, how would you start a business? Go to the library, get some books, start reading a little bit every day. And eventually you'll learn. It's like compounding interest. The more time you spend on yourself, to educate yourself, to train yourself in small incremental changes over time, eventually gets better and more efficient with the time that you invest in yourself. So, how did I start exercising? I didn't just start going to run a marathon or go to a gym for an hour a day. I started with small steps. You know, lifting a comfortable weight to start. Maybe just do a few reps a day. Maybe you do 2 or 3 push-ups a day to start. If that's all you can do, then start there. You don't want to start at the end. You got to start at the beginning with everything in life. Don't try to achieve more than you're capable of. Build up to it. I used to work out years ago, and I used to go to the gym with a buddy of mine. I knew that I wanted to get stronger. And I achieved that, but not right away. I started with 25 pounds, incline bench. Stuck with 25 pounds for a week. And then the next week, and this is only going to the gym about 2 to 3 times a week, 25 pounds a week. Next week, go up 5 pounds. If you can't do 5 pounds, then just go up a pound more or whatever weights you can manage until it gets easy. If you have to stay at 25 pounds for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, then go for it. Once that feels comfortable and easy, then you step it up. Gradually add 5 pounds until that feels comfortable and easy. And then the next week, add 5 pounds. I'm telling you, if you follow this path, eventually I was able to lift 90 pounds in dumbbells in each hand. Not a lot of reps. I could do like 3 or 4 reps, but I started at 25 pounds. You can apply this to anything in life. If you want to educate yourself on something, just find a book, find a podcast, find people who are willing to give the information for free. It's available anywhere. YouTube is a great resource for education as long as you know where to look. And there are people that want to help others learn, like myself. I want to help people grow and learn and get healthy. And these things take time. That's the realization that most people have to realize, is that I've had so many people say, oh, I tried that. It didn't work. Maybe you tried it. Maybe it didn't work. But maybe you followed the wrong path or you tried the wrong method to achieve that goal. Maybe you tried rushing it. Maybe you tried lifting too heavy to start with. And then you hurt yourself. And then that sets you back. And now you don't want to try it anymore because it's awful. And my cat agrees with me. So, just continue progressing slow. steady. Don't overdo it, but consistency is key. Like the turtle. Just stayed on task, kept moving, didn't try to rush, just went at a comfortable speed for the turtle, and eventually he won. And the rabbit, who's trying to do everything and trying to do all these things and, going to the gym for an hour, or whatever that is, that example, the rabbit just ends up losing because of distractions and an inflated ego. Become the turtle. You can do it. Anybody can. And taking a step back or, failing is okay too. Maybe you could only do one push-up. That doesn't matter where you start. Just start, stay consistent, and increase the difficulty slowly over time. And then it's not going to happen in a month. So if you try it for a month and you say, oh, it's not working, you haven't given it enough time. Give it another month. And then if it's still not working, guess what? Give it a third month. Keep going. That's the message. Just keep going. Don't give up. And you will see results. You will encounter some difficulties and failures. And that's okay. Just don't let it ruin your progress. And just know that if you stay consistent, I promise you, it will get better and easier with time. And some days it might not feel like it. Some days might be terrible. And you might just be having a bad day. You know what? Just own it. Have a bad day. And then the next day, just get back to it. You can always go back to trying incrementally. The more you do it, the more consistent you are, the easier and better it gets with time. But don't just try it for a short period of time or try to go above and beyond what you're capable of. Stay within your capability, and eventually you could be the turtle and win the race while everybody else is distracted and completely blind to the fact that you're slowly moving past them. And that's what it takes. Don't let others influence you. Stay focused. Don't even talk to anybody about what you're doing. Keep it to yourself. Because most people aren't willing to listen, or they'll say, oh, I tried that and it didn't work. And then you might get a sense of negativity creeping in that might prevent you from reaching your goal, because now you think, well, they tried it and it didn't work for them. Guess what? They didn't really try it. They didn't stay consistent. They fell back into old habits, and then they start shaming themselves and believe that it's not possible because they gave up. Don't give up. Keep trying. And you will win the race. It might take months or years even. Just stay consistent and it will improve. And I hope that anybody that's out there struggling with whatever it is, health, fitness, diet, start eating healthy. Start cutting out a few things a little bit at a time. You don't have to just cut everything out of your life overnight. Start cutting things out gradually that you know are not good for you, whatever that may be. Smoking, drugs, alcohol, junk food, too much media consumption, sitting down too much, not being productive. Because in the end, you're just harming yourself, and your life will be more difficult the less that you focus on yourself and try to heal and better yourself. If you don't do these things, your life will not end up in a good place. Self-improvement is so important, and it gives us a sense of self-worth, and learning to love ourselves enough to care about ourselves, to take care of our bodies, our minds, and our souls. They're all needed. All three are needed to heal, to reach balance and health, is to push ourselves past our own limits and just staying on course, and eventually it'll get better. It just will. It's like anything. Any new skill that you learn, the more you do it, the easier it gets. We're all capable. We've all done it. Sometimes we just forget that it took a lot of practice and hard work to achieve the skills that we need to get through life. Guess what? We can learn anything new if we choose. Just start slow, stay steady, and eventually you'll reach the finish line. Well, I think that'll be the video that I'll leave here at this point. These are the types of topics that I like to talk about frequently. Just life, health, mental health, physical health, and soul. I think we need all three, and we need to find balance in order for people to appreciate each other a little bit more and become less distracted and focus on the things that really matter in life. Because if you can't take care of yourself, how do you expect to help anybody else when you can't even help yourself? So learn to help yourself. Reach the goal line. And I think that'll be it. So if you've made it this far, thank you for listening. I appreciate you. Like, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video. Take care.